All right, guys. Here we are at the DRL Winona Truck Series. We're at Las Vegas Motor Speedway today, 125 laps. David is joining us along with Taylor. How you guys doing?
And 125 miles, 83 laps.
I'm doing pretty good myself.
That's good to hear. Who do we have on top of the chart here, guys?
It looks like Ruckman.
What is it? 39.702. What's the next one closest to that? Oh, Phillips. He's what, two thousandths off?
Yeah, they're both in the set 3074 range. And the next closest is Dustin Eichert at 3078. Still hustling around there.
I think we're going to have a pretty good race here tonight. I hope it goes green like the Cup race did last night.
Well, that's going to be a lot of fun. Especially with the cooler track temperature.
Yeah, the only thing that's killing is the wind right now.
I mean, it's still 14 miles an hour. Now it's starting to die down.
Does anybody know when we're supposed to get the upgrade for the daylight turning into night patch?
I have no idea when that would come around. I mean, I think iRacing has other things they're worried about before that comes around.
I just noticed like 2 months ago they were talking about showing it, and then instead of working with it, they animated the extra hands, the words hand over hand, and then they animated the grandstands.
Right. I don't know. The Cup race was pretty fun with the updated setups, but I don't know what's really going on here, like with the trucks and how they're handling. Has anyone tried to test them here yet?
No, sir, I haven't tried to run the trucks here at all. All my testing was done in the Cup, and I tested it right into the wall last night.
Time to go. Dakota.
So, what do you guys think is going to happen out here as far as cautions go? I mean, the Grand National race was awesome to watch. You guys, I think they ran like an average of 20 to 25 green flag laps before a caution came out. And then the Cup race last night, we were able to go. Basically, we had 2 cautions pretty quick, and then the rest of the race was green. How do you think the trucks are going to handle here?
I believe if everybody keeps their head, we might actually get a full green flag from start to finish. I really think so, because these drivers, they're just that caliber of drivers in this league, and short of something, short of somebody hitting the wall and collecting somebody, I believe that At most, we may have 2. We're only running 83 laps here tonight, so 2 would probably be about a good call.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be very many. I'd say 2 is a good as far as the maximum. Yes.
All right, so last week we did a driver profile on Robert Armstrong. This week, Taylor did some homework and he's going to do a driver profile on Dakota Wilkins. So, without any further ado, it looks like Dakota's currently on track though, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to you, Taylor, and you take it away and see if you can get your stuff done.
Alright, sounds good. Let me pull him up. I'm working on it. He's on team 1 with Andrew Marsh. Where are we broadcasting? Hey Dakota, it's Taylor. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
So we're gonna do that driver profile about you for all the excuse me, all the viewers watching and listening at home.
All right.
And so, I know you're teammates with Andrew Marsh. So, how much has he helped you as far as in this truck series?
Well, me and him, I mean, we go back to when we used to run in our 2003 together, so it's kind of, he's helped me, just go with certain things. I help him with certain things. Jeremy's the other teammate, same thing. We're all kind of about the same skill level. So it's just we bounce ideas and stuff off each other and roll with it.
So you say you pattern your driver's style off of Martin Truex. How so?
That was a tough one. Because I've never really thought about who I model my driving style after. I just kind of, past couple of years, well, maybe not last year, but years before that, he'd, dominate races or whatever and just have bad luck at the end, and it kind of was my luck for a while, so I just rolled with that. I never really thought about who I drive like or try to emulate someone. I just go out there and drive.
So I read that you own a 92 Ford F-250, even though your brother is currently using it right now, you said, but you said you'd want to buy a Chevy at some point in time.
Yeah, I used to own a 89 IROC Camaro that ended up getting totaled in a real bad storm, so I went out, bought that truck, and bought my street stock.
So you run street stock on Saturday nights?
Looking to start it. We haven't quite been able to get done yet. Money and stuff gets kind of tight, but we're close. Car's pretty much little details away from being ready to go.
I hear you. Me and my brother-in-law, we run the stadium stock at Bowman Gray.
Oh, nice.
You're gonna really enjoy that.
Oh, I bet. A buddy of my dad used to race dirt modifieds, so I've been around dirt racing for a good while in my life, and finally came into a chunk of money, so I said, screw it, I'm taking the plunge.
Boy, I wish I had the money to take the plunge.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of wish I would have still had my Camaro, but
Yeah, I know what that's like. So right now you're, let's see, 10th on the board right now. How's your truck feeling for tonight? What kind of race do you think we're gonna see out there?
my truck, uh, it's good on the short runs. I haven't had quite, real long runs, so I don't know how it's going to be in there, but hopefully I can figure it out and be up front. And as far as the race, I probably going to be tight later in the runs, seeing how people have been pushing off of 4 late in runs and stuff. So hopefully we keep it clean and don't get up in the wall.
Well, we are in Vegas, so how much are you gonna be willing to roll the dice and gamble to try to win tonight?
Yeah, if the right situation comes, I'd definitely roll the dice. Either stay out or take 2 tires if a late caution comes out. But after the Daytona, running good there and then getting involved in the incident at the end, and then missing last week, just want a strong run. So I don't know. We'll wait and see.
Hey, Dakota, I got a quick question for you. We're looking at an I rating of 2004. How intimidating is it to you, or is it even intimidating to you to actually go out there and run against these high I rating guys in the truck series?
I mean, I've raced with Marcus before, in the fixed set, trucks and the K&N cars, stuff that. So I ran with him before, so it's not too intimidating. I just see those higher I ratings and see it as a challenge to try to go out and beat them.
Before we let you go, real quick, you said you had dental surgery recently. How's your recovery going?
It's getting better day by day. The painkillers sure help, but it's been a week now since I've had it, so at least I'm able to talk and not in constant pain.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Try having 32 teeth pulled at one time.
Ooh, yeah. 4 was bad enough. I don't want 32.
Yeah, I had them all pulled at one time.
Ooh, that doesn't sound fun.
Oh, it wasn't. Mashed potatoes and soup.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it's been for me for a while, even with some of the good teeth still.
All right, Dakota, thanks for your interview today, and good luck on your track, and hopefully we can see you possibly win this thing tonight.
Yeah, thank you guys for hosting the race and broadcasting and all that stuff. It's been a blast 2 weeks I've been around.
It's nice to have you in the league, brother.
I'm happy to be here.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, as Marcus Ruttman is still fastest man on the track, and Clay Phillips is steadily right behind him. Got Dustin Eichert in third, and Andrew March is in fourth. James Pandolf is rounding out our top 5 in the fastest man on the track right now. So I believe we're really going to have a nice race. It's really surprising to me that Wade Hustad is not further up on the board than he is. He's only 7th, and Jeremy Hebel, I believe he only did a few laps to come in. He's currently sitting 12th. But we always know that Hebel don't care if he leads a lap or not. All he wants to do is lead that last one.
Yep, the last 2, he's led just the last lap and racing victory. And right now, hasn't disconnected earlier, but we're still waiting for him to reconnect.
It looks like we got quite a few people who need to reconnect in here.
Hopefully everyone was able to do most of their updating last night. Big update through iRacing, and I don't know, it took some of us a little bit of time, took the rest of us a whole bunch of time, so I don't know.
It took me over an hour, and then as soon as we got into racing, a couple of people who had already updated their NVIDIA video cards, and then they were having to be forced to go back and revert to the latest oldest version because of their virtual setups where they were causing glitches.
Hey, it looks like Clay Phillips is trying to practice getting on the pit road. You guys think getting on the pit road will play in a big factor if we get a super long green flag run here?
Yes, sir.
I think so. I mean, this is, I'd say, behind Dover and Darlington, one of the toughest pit roads to get onto, because kind of right in the middle of turn 4, it's a big sweeping turn, and I mean, you're going to be on used tires, obviously, when you pit, so you're going to be, get a whole bunch of grass and stuff, with the debris that's on the apron. I mean, it's certainly not going to be no picnic.
Well, not only that, I mean, this truck really loses the rear end anyway. You hit that apron, you run the risk of backwards stepping out on it.
And if we have the kind of race that we're predicting, which is very few cautions, if any at all, then we'll certainly see some green flag pit stops. And we'll see if that becomes an issue.
Well, yellow flags do breed yellow flags, and I'm thinking that if we can get through the first 20 to 30 laps, you're going to probably see very minimal cautions. Usually the cautions seem to come right at the end of a run, just as they're getting ready to have their green flag pit stops. And it's just going to be a matter of whether or not these gentlemen decide they want to push the envelope and get all they can get, like Eric Wolf did last night. He's remained out, and Marcus Ruckman, I believe it was Marcus Ruckman, decided to hit early, and he only made it back to the 6th position after doing so. So if they make calls like this tonight, well, it's 83 laps, so if they do one pit stop, they can do it. They're just going to have to make sure they come in on the 45 marker, and if that's the case, then if somebody makes that hero call and stays out, they could win the race. But me personally, I would not want to be out there for 43 laps for the tires.
When do you think we'll see anybody short pick? Because we saw last week, we saw Chris James try to employ that strategy, and he got burned by it.
Well, the only problem I see with the short pit is the fact that if you pit before everyone else does, you're running the risk of getting caught under that caution, and then you end up out of pit sequence. And if tires in the trucks are anything like the tires in the Cup Series last night, you're going to want to make sure you're still on the same lap cycle as the leaders that get the tires, you know?
I don't believe short pit is going to be the way to go. I think you need to commit to either running it with a 2-stop and getting all 4 tires both stops, or you need to commit yourself into running halfway and then making that stop and making a commitment there. I just don't see anybody coming in for a second time on a short pit and gaining as much ground as they think they're going to. I just don't see it happening. Eric Wolf, he pulled off a remarkable run last night, and if it hadn't have been for a lap car, he would have ended up winning that race.
Yeah, his car was just absolutely on a rail last night until Anthony Burroughs outlasted him for the win.
Yeah, he kind of kicked him in behind that lap car, and Eric had to get on the binders, and he barely got into the back end of him and caught a little bit of nose damage. From that point on, it was Burroughs all the way.
Alright guys, so for everyone tuning in right now, we're 12 minutes left in practice, currently at Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the Winona Road Truck Series, Las Vegas 125. We're joined today with myself, Daniel Hallis, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, and David Wellborn. We've currently had a few laps of practice being run. The session started about an hour, so they've been out there for about 50 minutes. They should be getting pre-race announcements pretty soon. Currently, as far as the times go, we have Marcus Ruckman on top, followed by Clay Phillips, Dustin Eichert, Andrew Marsh, and James Pandoff. So Out of all these guys that have posted a lap, who are you guys going to pick to get the pole? I'm gonna go ahead and say Marcus gets it. Do you guys agree or disagree?
I believe.
I agree 100%.
I don't. I think Clay's going to get it. Clay just spent most of the night on the pole end of things, and Marcus just barely did get him, and he's still just barely outrunning him by 34 100ths of a second. So I think Clay's going to do it. The reason I say that is Clay's got that high line. He's figured something out here with the high line, and it took. I can't remember who was speaking with, but they ended up running up on the high line and trying to figure out what Clay's figured out, and it actually helped them out. But Clay's got this track down pat, and if he can keep the nose clean and everything for this 2 laps, I think we'll get the pole. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's going to win the race.
Well, I hope that your prediction comes true. However, after you won last week, I'm going to go ahead and pick Marcus to win it and get the pole, and hopefully I'll be able to get a little bit of bonus points in the broadcast booth.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you, Daniel. I mean, based on the races that you and I personally have been with him this week, I mean, he's been tearing it up race after race. He was running like 30.87s in qualifying, and he just seems to have a way of saving his tires. Still trying to figure it out myself. He just seems to have a way of saving his tires better than most others are able to.
So,
make it 2 out of 3 this week.
Who here is going to pick the, I say biggest mover of the race? Like starting toward the rear, ending up all the way up in the top 5.
Hebel. I believe Hebel's probably going to be the first back if he gets the ball lap in. And I think he'll be the biggest mover. That's my opinion. Yeah. Or Richard Springer. Now, we know Richard Springer very rarely takes a pit, so he may be one of the bigger movers too, starting in the back.
Well, if Martin Wenzel, well, first if he connects, I don't even see him on here yet. But
He is. He's in.
oh, there he is. We saw him last week qualify only 20th and very methodically work his way to finish 5th.
Yeah, Martin Wenzel, he's a real patient driver. So, yeah, I might want to lean a little bit towards him too. My odds are still with Hebel.
I'm gonna go ahead and shoot for Bowman. See if he can work his way up and get a top 5 today.
Yeah, he's got in the back some time too.
I think Dale Jr. once said it's not where you start, it's how you finish. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Tater keeps his nose clean and ends up toward the front.
Well, we hope he does. Yeah, I hope he gets his nose clean all night long and gets in the top 5. He's had some really bad luck here the last couple of weeks.
It was a lap away from winning Daytona before that last lap crash.
Yep.
Looks like we got all 31 trucks all within about just under 3/10 of each other, so pretty competitive field.
Well, I really am going to enjoy this race here tonight. Just seen Hebel get back out on the track, so I'm going to sit back and watch him run a few laps before qualifying.
Anybody you guys want to pull in the booth and see if we can get a quick interview? We got about 6 minutes left here.
How about we pull in Bradley Freeman? Ain't talked much about him lately.
I'm gonna go ahead and find him, and you go ahead and pull him in. Truck still hasn't loaded yet.
I got him. Hey, Bradley, you got a copy, brother?
I got you, man.
Hey, listen, man, we just sitting here thinking about your last few runs and how you're doing here tonight. You're currently in 20th position as far as the fastest man on the track. Do you think you got anything for these men here tonight?
You know, I hope so. It's I've had pretty good success at this track, you know, in the past, and I just, you know, I hope it's just a clean race and I can get out there and turn some good laps.
Well, hey, I noticed that you've been running like quick, short intervals here tonight. Do you think you got anything for a long run?
Well, yeah, I think so. That's what I'm gonna try for anyway. I'm gonna just try to conserve my tires and you know, set up for a good long run and hopefully catch some of these guys that burns them off pretty quick.
Well, they're going to definitely try that here tonight. Just make sure that you back your corners up, and I'll let you know a little secret. Try to follow that Clay Phillips, run his line. It seems to be working.
All right, I appreciate it.
It's that real high line, brother. But anyway, I just wanted to wish you luck and get a quick interview in there when you see what your thoughts was about the track and how your truck felt.
All right, well, I appreciate it.
All right, Mr. Freeman, you have a good evening now and good luck.
Thank you.
We have Chris James and Lance Branch looking late.
Are these guys having connection issues? There's a lot of people like grayed out on my screen over here.
I just saw maybe a couple earlier. It looks like Richard Springer's having some. This is about the third time he's manually disconnected.
Sorry, I had to drop down there. I put him in the wrong room. Well, we got just a little under 4 minutes to go before qualifying is concerned. Any more predictions as far as maybe like Matthew Smith, some of these gentlemen who are consistent? I'm still really worried about Wade Hustad. I mean, I would really think that he would be a lot further up as far as the speed is concerned. Especially
Yeah.
the way he drove last night.
You know, Houston, he might just be out there practicing, you know, not really showing everyone what he's got, kind of like a poker type face, and he might go out here and blow them all out of the water. Who knows?
Well, he did run a really good race last night. And, you know, I've been thinking about Mark Vega. Mark Vega, he had some really bad luck last night. I believe it was last night. Yeah, it was last night. His car was tore all to pieces.
Yeah, Vega didn't have a very good week in the Grand National Series or the Cup Series, but tonight I believe Vega's going to be race control, isn't he?
You know, I don't know. He may be. I just noticed he was putting some times out. So that really confuses me when race control gets out there and gets on the track.
Well, he has his 000 number up, so.
Yeah, it's typically a race control thing.
Yeah, I didn't see that. My bad.
Looks like,
well, I guess he's going to have a real bad night, man.
looks like Ryan Branch finally got his connections going, and he's getting ready to go out there and try to post a lap.
Yeah, we got a couple more with some throughput issues with Cy Jackson and Spencer Tart. Well, Cy Jackson had, disconnect and reconnect about 3 times last week, if I can recall.
Yeah, he did have some connection.
Well, what do you know? Matt Kleinschmidt, all of a sudden, moved to third on the board with a 37.48.
I told you, man, this boy, he can drive a car. And if he's anywhere up there in the top 10 or so after qualifying is done, you're gonna have to watch for him to be right there at the end. That's for sure. I don't know what it is about him and his driving style, but I just like to watch that boy drive the car.
Now he's second in the points coming in here. I believe 19 points behind Jeremy Neville. So certainly has some breathing room as far as his position in the chase. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him try to gamble tonight and take a win.
So are we all seeing 30 to 31 drivers here tonight? Is that right?
Looks like 32 minus race control. So yeah, it should be about 32.
Normal field for a normal truck race, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
With 30 seconds left till qualifying begins.
I'm gonna keep my eye right there on the Menards #1 and Jeremy Neville.
Going through the travel 14 seconds ago, they're all 3 wide. Hopefully we see a little bit of 3 wide action without any wrecks.
Well, these trucks can do it a lot better than the cars can.
What do you guys think the limit is on the width here? Do you think it's 3 wide, 4 wide? What do you think they could technically hold in the corner?
3.
Yeah, 3. I think 4 wide's gonna be
Asking
that's
for a
for
lot.
trouble.
Now,
Hopefully,
maybe on the back stretch, it'd be different, but you want to definitely get it down to 3 before you take off into them turns, especially coming off of turn 2. You 4 wide coming off of turn 2, somebody's eating the wall.
Yeah, that's gonna be an automatic caution. So this qualifying session is underway. Like Chris James able to reconnect just in time for qualifying, and hopefully it keeps up.
looks like James is sitting on pit road waiting. Saying his prayer to God before he goes out there.
I know that's right.
Bob Cunningham's just rolling off.
And it looks like Hebel is running the Daytona qualifying line. He's got his truck right against the wall.
Well, in my training seminar last week, I was told to run it high and then dive it low and run a Daytona low line. So we'll see who adapts that style here.
They want to run high the first lap all the way around up next to the wall, and then dive down when you're finishing lap 1 to try to go down below the apron and try to stay as close to the white line as you can. So you're going to see this first laps is going to be the guys that are in the 31, 5, 6, 7 range. Like that's their strategy they're employing, but you'll probably see them in the 30, 80, or 90 range for their second lap. And there's Clay Phillips up on top, 38.62.
Imagine that.
Oh, William Winfield.
Man, Hebel did get him a good lap in.
Now
Early
32.
first.
Wow.
It looks like Jeremy's on point right now.
By almost 300th of a second. Wow, that's an impressive lap.
Marcus just crossed the line. He takes it
And-
from Jeremy.
Oh,
Yep.
that's got to be a crying shame. Poor old Phillips. I thought he was going to get the pole, but, you know, he's still in the top 5. Still got a few minutes to go before qualifying is actually completely over. He still may get bumped down a little bit further.
There's Mitchell Briggs up in 4th.
Bradley Freeman pulled that thing up in the top 6.
They've
Looks
actually
like-
tied Clay Phillips on time.
Martin Wenzel is currently 17th. He didn't really get a good time. And Ryan Branch is right back there with him, along with James Pandoff as well, at 16th, 18th, and 19th.
Looks like Brandon Redd's trying to could employ the strategy of going in the back for a while.
I believe Casey Drake is not in the race. I believe he's spotting for someone.
He was spotting for J.R. Hager on Monday for the Grand National race until J.R. got taken out in the mid-race wreck.
Inside Darius, he employed the go slow and start in the back, along with Casey Drake. Casey Drake is running tonight, and Chris James. Chris James did the same thing. He's going to start in the back as well.
Yeah, Chris didn't get a practice time in because of his internet issues. And he's 27th right now.
He's been having some computer problems here lately. He just had to wipe out his whole system, and he was unable to join me the other night. And thank God Daniel decided to step in for us.
Yeah, that was a little bit of fun.
I enjoyed having you in the booth, that's for sure. It's nothing worse than sitting here trying to call a race by yourself. I mean, it's hard because constantly got so much you got to do. But I wanted to give it a hats off to Marcus Ruckman and Jeremy Hebel, William Wingfield and Mitchell Briggs and Clay Phillips. They did an awesome job in qualifying here this evening.
Well, looks like qualifying is officially over. Somebody go ahead and find Marcus and bring him on in.
Let's see, he was in the Do Not Disturb earlier. Let's see if we can get him now. He's still in the Do Not Disturb.
It won't let you grab him if he's in Do Not Disturb.
Oh, it will, but usually it's a respect thing that we don't grab drivers while you do not disturb.
Go ahead and grab him. I give you permission.
Pete.
If he's gonna be mad at anyone, he can be mad at me. I don't care.
Bring him to room 1.
Hey, Marcus, this is David up in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, I got another poll, brother.
Sounds good to me.
You think you're gonna be able to keep it up there all night long?
It's hard to say. It's gonna be a big draft kind of thing here. We'll see what happens.
Well, we wish you the best of luck, and I want you to keep something in your mind as you're running this race here tonight. You ready for it?
Go for it.
You can lead them all, but if that one truck is behind you, you better look out.
Yeah, he likes to lead the last lap. Hence
He
the number
does that.
1. The number 1.
He does that. But anyway, we want to wish you the best of luck, and you have a nice, safe race and keep that truck clean, all right?
Sounds good.
All right, Marcus. We'll put you back in Do Not Disturb.
Alright, guys. We'll go ahead and walk through the row here. We got Ruckman on pole, followed by Hebel. And then third is William Wingfield, fourth Mitchell Briggs, fifth Clay Phillips, followed by Bradley Freeman, then Richard Springer and Dustin Eichard. Mike Lemon and Wade Husted round out the top 10. 11th, Andrew Marsh and Dakota Wilkins. Matt Kleinschmidt is 13th, followed by Bob Cunningham in 14th. Zachary Smith and Kip Gilloway take row 8. Row 9 has Jeffrey Meyer and Martin Wenzel. Row 10, James Pandolf and Ryan Branch. 11th row is Cy Jackson and Robert Armstrong. Row 12, Casey Drake and Chris Torrance. Row 13th, Kenan Lehman and Eric Weatherholtz. Row 14, Marvin Wingfield and Cody Gatsky. Row 15, Chris James and Brian Red. And it looks like Tater Bowman will round out the field in 31st.
Spencer Tart looks like he's having internet connection issues. I think he's trying to rejoin the tail of the field here before we get the green flag.
but lights are out on the pace car. We should be green any second now.
83 laps, 125 miles. It should be a good one, gentlemen.
Yep. It looks like the pace car is in. Marcus Ruckman will lead him down, and he will go right now. Green, green, green.
Oh, he took it a little slow, and Clay Phillips was expecting him to go when the green flag went off. He just barely got in the back end of the 83 of William Wingfield. No damage, no fuss, no muss, but
Ooh,
that almost was
the
bad.
80. You guys see the 83 try to get down in front of the 6 there? They almost, that was bum drafting Daytona style.
They've already had one contact.
Yeah, it's a little too early to be. Gotta use some give and take, especially on lap 1. Because here's Ruckman, he's gonna lead the first lap.
Clay Phillips just does slide up in front of the 83. And it looks like they're too wide behind 83 of Wingfield. These trucks need to get sorted out. Sit back and find your line and get in the groove. Make your moves when you can and save your tires the best when you can. That's what I would be doing. And it looks like Bradley
Too
Freeman.
wide through the tri-oval. Now it sorts back up to too wide.
Oh, they're getting antsy for lap number 3 already. Looks like Wingfield has got his hands full. He's trying to get down and he can't. He's almost at 99. He's trying to get down. Looks like he's just not comfortable running the outside line.
Oh, here it's gonna. The first 8 or 10 laps where you can run wide open, it's gonna be like Daytona. I mean, they can freight train you and send you from start as 3rd, still scored in 4th. But I mean, if he doesn't get in line, he might find himself outside the top 10. Not too long, you know.
Well, it's just a matter of, he's out there running that high side, and, I'm sure he's trying to get down and run the low line, but at the same time, he feels the pressure. So, he's just, he almost got loose in the tri-oval there.
Well, now he's able to get clear.
Oh,
Looks like he blinked.
little lag there, too, yeah.
Yep, you saw that.
He might be having other issues than just trying to.
Oh, that was close with Mike Lemon.
Yeah, he shot right up in front of him.
Looking at the live instant replay right now. That's pretty close.
There comes Jeremy Hebel for the lead. He's deciding he wants to lead another lap besides just the last one.
Well, let's hope this is not the only one he leads.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him check out just a little bit in front of Marcus Ruckman there and get him the most laps led. He is competing for this for the point series. So if he can get him some extra points for that, that'd be great. Marcus Ruckman says, no, I want to be back.
Look at this back here. Let's rewind for the
They are
move.
3 wide in the back.
Ruckman clears him. He's going to take the lead back. At least Hebel was able to be in front the last time, so he'll get a bonus point.
He's going to get a couple more at the end of this race. That's just my opinion. Yeah, my buddy Clay Phillips is sitting right there in the catbird seat, running 3rd. Looks like from about 11th on back, they're trying to decide who's going to get that position.
Let's go on board with Martin Wenzel, see what he's looking at right now. There's trucks everywhere.
Yeah, he's looking at a big glob in front of him.
Right?
Yeah, it's a mess.
Now let's roll up front and see what the leader's looking at. Nothing but clean track.
You got Ryan Branch back there with Martin Winslow and James Pandolf.
Oh, someone down on the apron.
Blue. looked like maybe Bob Cunningham.
Yeah, it was Bob Cunningham.
We got a truck on the wall too. Looks like Kip Galloway got on the wall. I think Bob Cunningham. Let's see if we can rewind real quick. Looks like Bob was alongside of the 23. Just got a little loose. I don't know.
They did a nice job gathering it up.
Looks like Wingfield just cracked the wall. Oh, there's a wreck. Oh my goodness.
Big.
Ryan Francis barely got out of that.
Oh
Wenzel's
no.
involved in
Brandon
it.
Wilkins is involved. Andrew Marsh involved.
You see, he gets the wall, comes down, collects Pandoff. Ryan got through. The 44 got involved. Oh man. Looks like, who is that? The red and white truck smoking really bad. Hopefully he didn't pop a motor.
Looks like Martin Wenzel's got a bit of damage to his right side.
Yeah, he was collected in that as well.
Andrew Marsh.
Ever since that second place finish at Daytona, he's had some tough luck these last couple of weeks.
I'll tell you, that's a bummer to get caught up in an accident so early in the race.
Yep, had the same thing happen to him last week after qualifying on the outside pole last week. According to Mark Vega in the race control, 83, Wingfield, apparently he's got a end of the longest line penalty, but right now he's on pit road.
Looks like everybody on the lead lap is taking the option to pit right now.
Yes, sir, I would
Yeah,
too.
it's a good move.
May only be 10 laps in, but this may be the short pit that you was looking for. Allow you to come in maybe at, what lap? 60?
And it looks like
That'd be 23.
both
Come in
Hebel.
around 50.
Oh, it looks like Ryan's playing strategy card. Took 2 tires, possibly. He's out first. And we have Ruckman, Hebel, and Phillips.
And Ryan Hescar just did miss that accident.
Wade Hustad made up some ground on the pit stops there. Came out just behind Phillips.
Let's see if we can see. Looking at the 23 coming down pit road. Let's see if he actually stops. I don't know. I don't know if I went back far enough. Alright. Enters pit road. Wonder if he missed his box. Anybody have a pit time for him? Nope. No stop time on AVTO. It's possible he missed his box, guys.
Well, it's still showing him. Well, it's showing
he's
him
coming
with
down pit
one
road.
tire, so he's actually got one lap on the tire. He made a stop. It's just a matter of whether or not
Oh, he's pitting right here, so
fitting again.
yep.
I think he might have missed his box and figured he'd go out there and try to lead a lap, possibly, or at least get some tires, maybe go back to the
Any
back.
other shot is good. Wow.
Well, it's
Sure,
still early enough in the race. You know, as long as he can keep it calm and cool under that helmet, he'll be able to come out and possibly salvage a good, decent finish out of it.
well, he wasn't credited with leading the lap under the caution, however, it doesn't appear. I don't believe.
Who'd you say ended up bringing out that caution? Who is deemed at fault?
William Wingfield.
Is he anywhere around? Pull him in for an interview real quick before we take the green. Looking at like the end of 2 to go here.
See if I can get him real quick. Hey, William Wingfield, it's Taylor in the booth. Can you hear me?
I sure can.
Well, you had a great qualifying run up in third, but what happened on that wreck?
Yeah, I basically was just pushing my tires a little bit. I'm not sure I had a top 5 truck. I think I was probably belonged more around 10 or 12, but I was trying to stay up there and just pushed it a little bit too far in the 4th corner.
It looks like you got quite a bit of damage.
Sorry to hear. Sorry to see you get an accident there. Hopefully we can see you salvage at least a lead lap finish tonight. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I was gonna have to make up 3 laps if he's gonna get that lead lap finish. Here. Looks like we're going green. Just about to.
We got Marcus Ruckman on the inside. Jeremy Hebel is on the outside, followed by Clay Phillips and Wade Hustad.
Oh, looks like he took off in a hurry that time.
Yeah, he wasn't playing possum this time.
Yeah.
Man, oh, we got a heck of a battle shaping up right here, boys.
And they look like they're going to split Hebel. They are. Oh, it looks like 29 decided to back out of it. Wade Hustad thought better of going on the outside and splitting that difference.
Yeah, he's thinking big picture. Got someone down the
We got
apron.
the 21 back on the apron again.
Cunningham. Like he's coming to pit road.
He may have got a black flag for speeding. It looked like he come in pretty hot. Oh, hang on to it, Wade. Oh, Wade, come off that apron right there and got really squirrely.
Yeah, if you don't come off that apron at the right angle, the way these setups are, it jacks up the whole truck and it just wants to spin out.
I know I've said it once, I'll say it again.
Oh!
Apron.
Man, Clay almost he was trying to get in that hole.
He got in there. And
Meanwhile, Marcus Ruckman saying, go ahead and race each other, guys. I'm just going to check out.
yeah, these 3 men right here.
Oh, he's bum drafting them.
And Hebel looked like he was trying to avoid them.
Yeah, they were all bumper to bumper there. Definitely looked like Daytona here. Man.
They keep it up, and Zachary Smith's going to jump up into second place when these 3 end up turning each other into the wall. I think it's a little early to be doing what they're doing right now. They need to be calm, cool, and collected. It's a long race. They're barely 20 laps into an 83 lap run. So we
Looks
got at
like
least 64 laps to go.
looks like just about everyone else behind them is all single file now.
Look like Ruckman's moving the groove up a little bit through 3 and 4 there. He's going in the middle lane. And since he's got a half-second lead, it'd be a good opportunity to take care of your tires at this point.
But Clay Phillips is all over the back of the Wade. Wonder if they're working together and doing a little bit of drafting, trying to kick back up after battling it so close with Hebel.
It's possible they're making some ground. They gained a 10th and a half that lap.
And
Looks like
Phillips is running the tracks at the 29.
looks like Lemon is shaking it up a little bit, trying to get ahead of Freeman. Actually made the pass there.
It's about for 6th.
And these, man, I'll tell you, 2nd and 3rd and 4th and 5th, they ain't gonna sit around and ride. They're getting back at it again, boys.
Yeah, they've already closed up the gap, and they're still, looks to me like they're gaining a little bit on Ruckman.
Well, looks like they're starting to move the groove up as well. They're in 1 and 2.
Well, I know if Clay Phillips gets a chance to run that outside, that's where he's going to be.
Boy, 4 trucks under a blanket for second spot.
And Phillips does get up underneath Hustad, and it looks like he's going to be able to complete that pass, and he's going to pull Hebel with him. Hebel's now up underneath Hustad. Phillips is clear.
See if Hebel's able to clear him off turn 4 here. Now he's fighting back.
Hustad. Oh, don't hit that wall. Oh, that was real close. And these cars coming off of that apron right there, you can just see how much they slide up into the corner.
Phillips, there, he clears him that time.
Oh, we're gonna slow truck low.
And Neville's still trying to get to the back end of Wade Hustad.
Looks like Mike Lemon's finally catching up to these guys. Looks like Lemon will try to make a pass on the 5 truck from Zachary Smith.
And that was Martin Wenzel, by the way, who was slowed down on the apron there. He's made his way to pit road.
Oh no.
And Dakota Wilkins was in with him.
Yeah, they both got quite a bit of damage in that crash off turn 4.
Yeah, it looks like Wenzel is going to be in there for some extended time.
Oh, we got
caution's out.
Turn 2.
I wonder where that
That's back Kleinschmidt.
Oh, no.
Well, it was a different yellow truck.
Kleinschmidt was right behind that. Yeah, no, he got clipped a little bit on the right rear, but it was
The 12.
the 12, yeah.
Let's see. Let's get on board and rewind a little bit. Looks like the 12 comes up just a hair. Look, possible net code. Possible net code. Oh no. I think Branch got caught up in that.
Oh, no.
I'm trying to find it real quick. Where's 23 at?
Yeah, that was quite a bit of net code on Eric Weatherholtz. There was plenty of room to
Flip up to cockpit. Oh, yep, he got run over. Oh man.
04 also got quite a bit of damage in that. Chris Torrance Jr.
Looks like the 32 just drove in way too deep into that accident there. Brandon Red might have not seen it until it's too late.
If everything keeps going to par, we may end up seeing a lot more than 2 cautions.
Yep, well, everybody's on pit road. If Marcus can hold the lead off the pit stops here.
He's down, and Clay beats him.
No, not quite.
Oh, I thought he had him. I thought Clay Phillips was going to take him over, but he's moved himself up into that second spot.
Now, according to race control, they're going to give the longest line penalty to Eric Weatherholtz.
Let's go ahead and grab him. Hopefully he's not too upset. See what his view of it was. See what he thinks happened.
Hey, Eric Weatherholtz, it's Taylor. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can.
Well, what happened on that wreck? Looked like there was actually some net code for what the angle I saw.
Yeah, I think there was a little bit because my spotter said I was clear, so I definitely was, thinking about sliding up. I didn't think I did, just yet because I just wanted a wider angle, but I don't know. It just sucks. The funny thing about that is, I told my teammate Spencer Tart literally about 5 laps ago. I said something bad's about to happen with this 04 truck.
Oh no, that's not good. Judging by the way your truck looks, I'm kind of hoping you can get out there and salvage a decent finish. Hopefully you can make the best of the rest of your day, sir.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to give it a shot, man. I got about 6 minutes of required repairs, but I'll definitely go out there and run below the apron for a few laps.
The longer you stay out, brother, the more points you get. It's actually in your interest, if you're doing this for points, to try to get all the laps that you can and stay in the race.
Yeah, that was the original plan. Actually, since I started so far back, I was actually originally wanting to stay out on a caution just to lead a lap, but that didn't turn out too good.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing you complete this race, brother. Get all your repairs done and sit back and drink you a nice cold one while you're sitting there waiting.
10-4, guys. I appreciate it, and I've already beat you to the punch on that one.
I hear you. Like the 50 and you can't quite see who's in front of you, getting ready to get the wave around. And there they go.
Now this is going to cost Eric quite a bit in the point standings. He came in here third, as well as Andrew Marsh. He came in here fourth, and both have been caught up in a wreck here. So it's not a good points day for those guys.
Looks like it was Ryan Branch possibly ahead of him. Maybe, I don't know.
I'm having some network issues myself.
Looks like we're half a lap away from the restart. They're doubled up, and the lights are off the pace car.
Yeah, top, let's see real quick. We have Ruckman, Phillips, Jeremy Hebel, Wade Hustad, Bradley Freeman, Zachary Smith, Mike Lemon, Robert Armstrong's 8th, Casey Drake, and Marvin Winfield round out the top 10.
And Robert Armstrong, Casey Drake, Marvin Winfield, all in the top 10 after starting outside the top 20.
Let's see what Marcus does this time. He waited and then he took off. What's he going to do this time?
Let's see.
Looks like he's waiting again. Oh, everyone's bottling up. There they go. Oh, Lord.
Well, that was a good move on Marcus. You certainly don't want to. You want to change it up a little bit when you're the restart control car.
You guys,
wide behind me.
you guys as drivers, how do you feel when people start running up, anticipating the leader going, and the leader doesn't go in? Is that super distracting to you guys? Does it frustrate you? What's going through your mind there?
Doesn't bother me one bit. You know, I'm never that far up in the front to worry about it anyway.
I mean, it's part of it. So, I mean, that's just as far as like the rules are for restarts. It's like
Yeah,
Jeremy
exactly.
Hebel, the challenge for 4th place. Zach Smith.
The rules are after the start, the initial start, it is up to the driver, the leader, to start before the start finish line between the time that the pace car gets off and the actual restart zone. So
Right.
he wants to hold them down and one time and then take off the next time. That's on him. You're the driver behind him. It's up to you to figure out what's going on. And what I do is I just simply look at the back end squat on the car in front of me, and as soon as it squats, I'm down on the pedal. And hope you don't let off in front of me.
Looks like Casey Drake and the 19 are having an intense battle here. Coming out of turn 2, the 51 shot way low under the 19. They're still side by side back here for ninth place.
It's like Hebel's going backwards.
Looks like Clay Phillips is starting to track down Ruckman too.
Yep, he's down under 0.3 of a second. They made up quite a bit right there off turn 4.
Still some tight racing back there for 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
And Jeremy Hubble's got his hands full with Zach Smith again.
It's kind of like a yin-yang effect with the high and low line. Doesn't get enough to clear him either.
Zachary Smith is trying everything he can to get around Hebel.
Now Phillips has cut the gap to the lead down to under 0.2 of a second.
He's got Wade Hustag coming with him. This is going to be an intense battle here.
It looks like the front 6, 7 are nose to tail.
We got just a little under, right at 45 laps to go. So,
You know, let's jump back on board with Zach Smith. When I was on there, it doesn't even sound like he's lifting whatsoever. Oh, just a little burp there.
Now, usually after about 10 laps when they'll have to start playing with the throttle a little more and start moving up to the high side.
Looks like through 1 and 2, absolutely no letting off the gas. Maybe possibly just a little burp in 3 right now. I really love the fact that iRacing's updated the tach in the replays. Now we can see how much RPM they're actually cranking. Right now he's flirting right around 8 grand. See what the leader's doing differently. Holding it all the way down to the bottom.
Yeah, he's turned about 8 grand as well.
yeah, it's a long time overdue for that to allow Tech to do the RPM.
So right now we have Ruckman, Phillips, Husted, Hebel, and Lemon. They're all single file. Zachary Smith, single file behind him, followed by Bradley Freeman in 7th. Dustin Eichert coming out at 2 is 8th, followed by Kenneth Lehman in the top, 9th. And then it looks like the next battle would be for 10th between Marvin Wingfield and Casey Drake. And it looks like the 51 takes over to 19.
Ain't talk much about Casey Drake. He's moved his way up to the top 10. He started way back there in the back, didn't he?
Yeah, it started.
Yeah, that's not bad for him.
Is he running points in this series?
I have no idea. I imagine he is.
Yep, it says he is 5th in the standings coming into this race.
Well, top 10 here would be pretty beneficial for him.
Yeah, he sure is.
Got that solid top 5 at Daytona.
And he is a good spotter. I forget who he spots for. Who did he spot for?
A.R. Hager.
Hager, yeah.
Well, looks like Bowman has a little front end damage. He's currently 19th. Meanwhile, looks like Marcus Ruckman is just holding off that 2-second gap right now.
Yep, he's not really cinching away, or Clay Phillips is not really pulling up. He's just kind of stabilizing there.
And it looks like I'm having some connection issue that I'm going to be forced to, yeah, I'm going to be, might actually be clearing up.
Well, Kenneth Lehman in the 10, he's popped up into the top 10 all of a sudden after starting 25th.
How long have they been out there now? How many laps? 16, 17 laps right now. Looks like possibly the tire savers might start moving forward.
Yeah, they restarted.
Oh, we have a caution.
Yellow flag.
Oh, yep. There's a caution.
Anybody guys got eyes on it? There it is. I got it. It's the... oh boy. Uh, 18? It's like the 99 and the 18... no, 99 and 51, I'm sorry guys. 99 just kind of gets in the rear end of the 51 and everyone goes spinning.
That's Richard Springer in 99.
Another battle for 11th
Drake
spot.
in 51.
That's too bad. We were just talking about Casey Drake.
Honestly, it looks like just about everyone made it through that without much damage whatsoever.
I'm back in now. I had to leave and come back in. I don't know what's going on. Boy, I can't wait till tomorrow.
Now we're going to see these guys on pit road, and I would assume that if they get the tanks full, that they could make it from here to the end, but if they don't get another caution.
Oh, they could have made it to the end already. What's going to kill you is the tires.
Now let's see how these pit stops shake out.
Well, by the time they go back green, they'll be looking at restarting with exactly 33 laps to go. So, yeah, they'll be good to go thanks to this, tires and gas. It's just going to be a matter of who saves what.
Looks like so far everyone's going down pit road.
Bruckman in first, out first once again.
Oh, it looks like Clay Phillips had to move a little bit in his pit box. That's not good.
Yep, and looks like it cost him a couple positions.
Looks like the 99 finally got to his pit stop. Let's see if we can get him in, see if he's willing to talk to us. Anyone see Richard?
It's online. It's not letting me add him to the group right now.
Uh-oh. Let's see if we can get Casey Drake, possibly.
Drake, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Walk us through what just happened with you, brother.
So I guess I was just going into corner 4 side by side with Richard, and I guess he just got tight and came up into my left rear corner panel and just, I guess, just turned us both.
That's really unfortunate for you, brother. You were doing really good. We were talking about it, and you were right there in the top 10, and then 2 laps later, you're caught up in an incident. Do you think you can still manage to get you back in the top 10?
Yeah, just need to fix the damage and hopefully have maybe one more caution just to get back up there.
Okay, brother. Well, we're going to put you back down. Tell me where you were at so I know where to put you back.
Spot of 3.
Okay. Good luck, brother.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead and see if we can grab Marcus real quick.
I'm gonna take a quick break, gentlemen.
Now they're doubling up for the restart. We should do it now, or I think we should wait.
Are we in broadcast room 1?
Yes, we are.
Hey, Marcus, this is Dan in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Hey, man, real quick, I know you're getting ready to go back green flag. How's the track from where it started to where it is now?
It seems to be about the same, honestly. 1 and 2 is turning pretty good on the bottom. 3 and 4 kind of move up a little bit if you want to. Try to see if that saves your tires.
How's tire wear treating? Decent?
4's getting a little bit tight, but other than that, it turns pretty good.
Alright, man, well, I'm gonna let you go ahead and get back to it. Good luck. See you then.
Copy that.
Now let's see what he does this time on this restart. It's off well once again. About 3 or 4 truck lengths over Wade Hustad as they go into turn 1.
Oh, I wasn't live. Oops.
We start with 34 laps to go. Looks like Robert Armstrong coming off the pit road now with some damage.
All right, gentlemen, I'm back.
Just had a minor talk with Marcus Ruckman, the leader. He's saying that the vehicles are starting to get a little pushy off of 4. Otherwise, everything else is pretty decent right now. Tire wear is not too terribly bad.
I tell you what, I wished I had went ahead and upgraded tonight instead of.
Whoa, Clay Phillips taking on.
Clay Phillips.
Strong look under Hebel. Man, he got a run coming down the backstretch.
And he makes, yeah, he's got him clear. It's 4th place.
So it looks like the top 10, give or take, are single file again, trying to get some momentum to get up and battle each other. What do you think? You think Hustad's got anything left in the tank? You think he's out there trying to run him down, or you think he's saving for a long run?
Well, what we thought in qualifying, we thought he might have been just kind of playing some cat and mouse and just like not showing all he has. So I think he might have a chance to sneak up on us again here.
Also, if it goes green, there's no need to pit with 30 to go, is there?
No,
No, they're good to go on fuel.
fuel and tires. Tires could be just barely getting loose around 25 to go. But
I've got a battle here. Jeremy Hebel back about 5th place. Bradley Freeman. And Zach Smith.
Zach Smith started 15th.
He's been slowly but surely picking his way up through the field.
Well, looks like Clay Phillips is gonna he's thinking about a pass on the 38 of Lemon. Oh, they're 3 wide back there again. It's like Matt Kleinschmidt and Chris James and Dustin Eichert battling out back here for 10th. You know, Chris James started 29th, currently 12th. That's not too bad so far.
Especially since he didn't get a lap of practice in.
And Clay Phillips is under Mike Lemon, going for the pass in 3 right now.
The gap is
Oh,
Stays
slow
in
truck
again.
on the apron.
That's Eric Weatherholtz. He's trying to get out of the way.
It didn't affect Phillips, so that's a plus.
Now he gets down to the apron.
And it looks like Zachary Smith might be trying to look inside of Bradley Freeman now. Now ducks back in, as well as Clay Phillips. Meanwhile, Ruckman and Husted have a 2-second gap, slowly coming down a little bit.
I think it was 2.5 tenths. Last couple of laps used to have been chopping off about 200ths off that lead. Just got a good draft from him.
Looks like Wade's running a little bit lower line through 3 and 4 than Ruckman is. I wonder if Ruckman's trying to save tires, or I wonder if Wade's saving tires that way.
I believe Wade is.
Down a 0.1 gap now. He's definitely closing in a little bit.
Oh, he is right there. We're pulled away from the battle between Mike Lemon and Clay Phillips.
Come on, Clay, get back up there.
Oh, they're bumper to bumper now.
Taking a look, that looks like he had thoughts about going to the outside, couldn't quite make it. He's right there to pounce on Marcus if he opens up the bottom. Although I don't think Marcus is going to allow that to happen. This is going to be a fun battle for the win this last 22 laps.
I'm currently trying to get back in.
Looks like
Major internet connection.
another slow. Well, Eric goes high this time. That way the leaders can get around him. No problem there.
Yeah, this is the...
So he's going to hold the high line for everybody to get around him. So far, no issues. Bradley gets around him. Oh, we got a little contact back there. Oh, man. And Hebel just got door checked by the 10 of Lehman. Go back and look at this one more time. Looks like Lehman gets a little bit of a push and just hits him. Like, you know, pushed up into him.
Kept it straight. We're still running 7th and 8th. Hustad looks like he's looking to the outside.
Looks like Hebel already had some damage to start with on the right-hand side.
Here comes Wade. Back on the
Bam.
bumper.
Go to Wilkins' lap truck. Gets out of their way. See if he can make a move underneath here before they get into turn 3.
Looks like we got more lap traffic they're getting ready to get to.
I think Wade is just sitting there waiting, playing peekaboo behind him, hoping to cause him to make a mistake. But that's not going to happen because Marcus told me last night that he does mirror drive.
He's one of the toughest guys to rattle, for sure. Talk about Marcus Ruckman. Wade Hustad's not going to make it easy on him.
You know, Husted might just be trying to get up to him to try to intimidate him a little bit, you know, like classic Dale Earnhardt move.
Well, that's Winslow up there on the high side. You know he's going to stay out of the way.
Yeah, he does.
We got 15 laps to go, gentlemen.
Oh
Be a
man,
barn burner.
this is going by too quick.
And we've had 2 yellows, is that right?
3.
3. Well, it's 1 over what we predicted anyway, so that's still not a bad race. There he goes. Looks like he's got
Here he
just
comes.
had enough, and he's going on the bottom. Man, he made that look easy.
Hasn't quite cleared him yet. Oh, there it
he led
is.
that lap.
He can drive hard. There he goes.
He got up underneath him and led that lap.
Now did Marcus let him go?
Put it up in front of him.
He may have let it go. I don't know. 15 laps to go. He may hope that he can play the good game with those stats for him to mirror drive.
51 and Casey Drake's up here. Hopefully, looks like Casey's gonna hold up high, so Houston and Ruckman can get by, no problems.
Oh, and he just hit the wall.
Ooh.
At least it didn't bounce off.
Well, he's trying to do the respectful thing.
Yeah, he held it against the wall, thank God, and he didn't
No.
get that 3rd bounce off.
I don't know about you guys, but when I hit the wall, you know, like watching everyone hit the wall, you hit the wall and you bounce back out.
My problem is I got the strength up on my wheel. When I hit the wall, I know it. And then you got such a tight grip on the wheel that when you hit the wall, you come off of it, and then you counteract. And for me, I have to hit it 2 or 3 times. But I actually also help to keep it in the wall, believe it or not.
Looks like Houston might be pulling a little bit on Ruckman right now. 1.66 or 0.166.
And they've gapped second and third. They're up 2 seconds. Up on
But the
that.
one thing I don't want to do is a Taylor Butcher
You don't want to ride the fence?
No,
Yeah.
that's okay. I want my wheels on the ground, not on the wall.
Exactly. Even though these guys are at home, so I can, I guess, technically say, don't try this at home.
And it looks like Ruckman is staying right there with him. Not really losing anything, not really gaining anything. You know, I think he might have let him go so that he could ride behind me and cool his tires down.
Well, we rode on board with Ruckman earlier when he was wide open. Let's see what Houston's doing right now. We're going through the tri-oval. Sounds like he's still wide open. Finally going into turn 1. Just a little burp, and then wide open all the way down to the bottom, holding that line. Wide open all the way down the backstretch. We'll see how much he lifts going into turn 3 and 4 here. Oh, good. What, half second worth of lifting?
Yeah. That's keeping him pushing into the wall. Oh, and Ruckman just hit the wall. Oh, and he's got a lot of damage on the right-hand side of that finger.
Oh, he's dropping back.
Oh,
that's
bummer.
unfortunate.
Wow.
Yeah, he's got some good damage on the right-hand side. Old truck is pancake. I like the new models they did to this truck.
Let's see if we can get a look at what you're talking about real quick.
Zach Hustad coming up on William Wingfield. Gotta get by him, no problem.
Clay Phillips seems to be losing ground. Both trucks. And it looks like he's got some damage.
Oh, Ken. Yeah, I see damage on Kenneth Lehman's truck.
Oh, Lehman, wasn't Lehman the one that got into,
Jeremy Hevel, yeah, off turn 4, that's right. Toward each other. Hustad's got a pretty comfortable lead
I
now.
see a smoker. And not really.
It's Eric Weatherholtz.
Well, he kept it on the bottom, so we're good to go.
Yeah, he's this night just going from bad to worse, and I think he's killed it.
Finally blew up.
Ran
7 laps to go.
as long as he could. And Wade is continuing to stretch out the gap. It's now 1.8.
Still got 3 seconds from Ruckman back to Phillips. You think the time will run out before Phillips can get up there and pass Ruckman?
You know, that's questionable as they got only 6 laps to go. And there's not much of a fall off between Ruckman. He's staying right there at the 1.9, 2.0.
And I think
He's going backwards. He's not going to catch him. He's almost back to 6 seconds.
Looks like Freeman's going to catch Phillips.
and Mike Lemon must have got into the wall because he's disconnected.
Wow.
We saw him running up in the top 5 earlier.
You know, considering how long you've gone with 5 laps to go, disconnect unless you blew a motor, you're missing out on some major bonus points there toward the end of the season.
Mike Lemon actually may have did some moves.
You think his points contact ended up going too high?
Well,
Because
there's a
here,
cat, and I'm not going to repeat it.
yeah, let's not do that. The incident limit here is 22x. Once you hit 22, you get one more incident and you're gone. That happened to me once at, I think Sonoma. That's kind of funny.
Well, he's back in right now, or at least he's connected. But apparently, the explanation he must have gotten for whoever got him was netcode on their end, and he disagrees. We're coming down to it. 3 laps to go.
Ooh, lap traffic starting to get in Phillips' way. That's Spencer Tart down there.
The 44 needs to make up where he's going. And he went low, and he forces the 29 of Hustad to go high. Clean pass, though. But I would have stayed high and gave the leader the line.
However,
Hustad's got plenty of room to negotiate however he needs to. He's got 3 seconds up on Ruckman.
Yeah, he can just ride around at about half throttle if he wanted to. Especially for this last lap, there's no sense in putting the pedal to the metal and taking a chance on them old tires.
There he comes.
Ride around.
final lap, guys.
This is a well-deserved from Mr. Hustad. He was there all night long. He was patient. Waited till Marcus made a mistake, and he capitalized on it. You know, Marcus can't be none too happy. He's got to be mad at himself.
Off turn 4. Here comes Wade Hustad, and he is going to win here in Las Vegas.
Way to go, Mr. Hustad.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Ruckman finishes second, followed by Clay Phillips, Bradley Freeman, and Zachary Smith, top 5.
I'm glad you said that, not me, because I was thinking it.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah. That's a poker term, and if anybody knows me, I love to play a lot of Texas Hold'em.
Kenneth Lehman 6th, Jeremy Hevel 7th, Marvin Wingfield 8th, Austin Eichert 9th, and Chris James, after starting 29th, will finish 10th.
He's driving that Mack truck 29 Chevrolet. He did all he could this evening, and he pulled out the win. He is celebrating with the
Burning down the house.
Yeah, he's pouring a Hustad here tonight. Well, we got Hustad as the winner. We got Ruckman in second. Clay Phillips did come in third. Bradley Freeman pulled him way up there and got back up in the top 4. And Zachary Smith rounds out our top 5. Jeremy Hebel did have a little bad luck, but he finished in a nice, comfortable top 10 finish for him in 7th position. Chris James started all the way in the back and rounds out our top 10. And of course, Matt Kleinsmith, he's just there on the outside of the top 10 in the 11th position.
Let's go ahead.
Tater Bowman recovered for some early damage and starting from the rear, finished 13th.
Let's go ahead and grab Wade. Get him in here. Hear him celebrate his victory.
Looking for him. There he is.
So I didn't see him going through there.
SR2. Or S2R.
Hey, Wade, Hustad is Taylor in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Taylor, how are you?
Good. That was a fantastic battle, with Marcus Ruckman. Congrats, man.
Hey, thanks. I was just trying to play my odds and race it out till the end. I was hoping for a long green flag run like that. So, got to give it to Marcus. He is awful quick here.
Yeah, congratulations on your win. This is Dan. What was it like going out there from start to finish, and what was the key? Was it saving tire? What exactly ended up getting you to the point where you could actually pass Marcus to get the win?
Well, honest to God, I kind of started towards the back, and I don't know why I wasn't quick, but I knew with that draft I probably could get up there, but I just slowly nicked away at him and tried to work up towards the front, put myself in a good position towards that last run. I don't know if Marcus kind of had tires that were giving up, but we both got tight coming off turn 4. He nicked the wall, and I think from there it was kind of history.
Yeah, once he hit that wall, he started dropping backwards.
Yeah, other than that, I think him and I were kind of on the same strategy of just saving those tires till the end. I'm glad Yellow didn't come out with about 6 to go to make things interesting on pit road, but good consistent run there. Thank you guys, Daniel, David, Taylor, for putting on the broadcast, and I think it's Winona Road that sponsors this, so hats off to them, and I appreciate everything you guys do.
Well, we appreciate it, brother.
Hey, we had a blast watching you guys go out there and run the way you did. It was very exciting to watch.
Hey, it's greatly appreciated. I really appreciate everything you guys do. It's such a blast racing with these clean drivers. It's a lot of fun.
Well, you got anything for next week?
Well, I kind of have a ongoing thing of not practicing any of these tracks before we get to the race, so we'll see. I do like Phoenix. It's a different kind of track, but that one will be probably a little more racy than this one tonight. Hopefully draft doesn't come in too much of play, but overall I think next week will be a good week as well.
Well, now our next race in the truck series is going to be Martinsville on the 28th. How good are you there on short tracks, brother?
Well, I generally don't run them. I know some people can get kind of dirty there, and there's a lot of rubbing and racing, but I haven't turned a lot of laps, so we'll have to see in 2 weeks.
Well, if you're not rubbing, you're not racing.
They do say that. As long as I'm out front, and then I don't have to worry about bumping too many people.
All right. Well, you got to watch out for the lap traffic, brother. But you got anybody else you want to give a quick shout out to? I know you done thanked us there in the booth.
Yeah, I just want to thank Chad Presnell. I forgot to mention him last night. He's been one of my buddies for a long time on iRacing. I really love racing with that guy, and the girlfriend for putting up with this racing night by night.
Yeah, well, I know how that is. Wife puts up with me doing the broadcasting and racing on Tuesday nights. As a matter of fact, I kind of felt bad and didn't want to come in here this evening and do the broadcast. And she told me, nope, you've done made the obligations, you done made the commitments, you go in there and you do what you got to do. I think she just wanted me out of the bedroom so she could take a nap.
Sounds like a keeper to me. As long as you both have some advantages of doing the broadcast, seems like it's working.
Yep.
Have a great night, Wade. Congratulations on your victory.
Yeah, thanks, you guys.
All right.
Who wants to pull in next?
Next up, second place. Hey, Marcus, this is Dan. You got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Hey, man, tough break. You ended up finishing second the day. Went out there, got the pole. Got a little bit of wall contact. Walk us through the final 20 laps. Seeing the 29 of Wade getting up on your bumper, ultimately passing you, and then how disappointing was it when you ended up scraping the wall?
Yeah, from the beginning of the race, I knew Wade was going to be one of the better guys there. I knew I was going to have to race with him there at the end. So every caution came out, I see him keep getting closer and closer. And I was just trying to save tire there that last run. And I eventually found a line that I kept, once we started racing each other pretty good, and I started changing my lineup behind him a little bit. And I found a line that apparently didn't work too well. Took me straight up to the wall. I hit about every bump possible. 3 and 4, and it just couldn't get off that wall. So yeah, once I hit that wall, I actually had a little bit of engine damage from that. Actually, I was afraid that I was going to have some issues with that.
Yeah, it looked like you took quite a bit of damage when you pancaked the wall.
Yeah, I got it a lot harder than what I thought I did. That's for sure.
That's a bummer. Well, at least in your debut week in the DRL series, we know you run the Road to Pro series. That's kind of why you're not always here. But you ended up winning on Monday in the Northeast Ohio Grant Ghostbusters series. And then Tuesday you finished pretty solid. And today, another top 5. Not too much to be hanging your head about, right?
Yeah, I guess it was a lot of fun racing. A lot of good people in here. A lot of fun to go out and race against.
10-4. Any shout outs you want to give out?
Yeah, thanks to you guys for putting on the broadcast, Dynasty Racing League, and Winona for sponsoring this series. It's pretty cool.
Excellent, man. We wish you the continued success out there in Road to Pro, and have a wonderful night.
Yeah, sounds good. You guys-
Yep. Good luck, Mark.
All right, I'm gonna pull Clay Phillips in here, our third place finisher.
My pick, and I wished he had won the race, but he still
Clay-
pulled off the top 3.
And Clay, it's Taylor in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, solid run, not a win, but can't be disappointed with third place.
No, not disappointed with third, but I am disappointed what I did to Mike Lemons there. I didn't mean to get into him, and
Yeah,
I'm
talk
ashamed
about
of that.
what
But
happened there. He seemed rather displeased with what happened.
yeah, I just was pushing it, and it got really tight there coming out of 4. And from what it looked like, I mean, is the way the truck reacted, because I didn't think I was coming up the track that fast, but it looked like netcode, and I said it looked like netcode, but of course, once you watch the replay, it was all me. But yeah, I should have lifted, and it's just trying really hard to get that position, and I tried getting it earlier in that run after the restart, and then I really wanted to try to get it there and capitalize so I could move up and try to, get to the 1-2 guys, but it didn't work out, and I apologize to him for that.
Well, hopefully he's not too terribly upset, and we'll forgive you next week. It's very nice that you apologize. It's a gentleman thing to do in the DRL league. During the race, you got close a couple times. You're driving your butt off. What was the track doing to your car? Or were you a little overdriving, or like what do you feel was going on out there?
Yeah, compared to what I would have liked to have done, those guys were running pretty competitive lap times up there, so I didn't want to lose the draft and any positions to them, so I was driving a little bit harder than I would have liked. I was still able to save a good bit of tires if we would have got long runs, but it seemed those cautions that came out just right or wrong time for me. But it was it was getting pretty tight there at the end. They got pretty loose, which was nice. It was loosening up a lot more, and I wish I would have had that earlier in the run.
Yeah, it always sucks when you don't get any long green flag runs in if you're hoping to get them in. Any shout outs you want to give out tonight?
Yeah, shout out to you guys and this league. It's a great league to run in, and all the sponsors. It's they do a great job, and it's a fun league to run in.
Excellent. Anyone else got anything for Clay before we send them? Having a good night.
I just want to tell you, man, I picked you to win the race and picked you to win the pole, and I'm not disappointed in where you finished. You still finished in the top fives. I believe if it wasn't just for that little incident, you would have had something for them boys up front. I just don't understand how you and Richard Springer can run them high lines, and you got to put you in the same boat with Anthony Burroughs as well. I mean, y'all run the highest part of the track. I watched you yesterday, and it was just like you wasn't even in the black of the tire tracks. You was all the way up in the gray against the wall. How do you pull that off, man?
Well, I appreciate you putting me in the group with those two gentlemen. But it's just like just how I drive. I like to back it out, early, and then slowly start getting back to the throttle, and it allows me to run that high line. And a lot of guys, that's where I struggle the most. Where a lot of guys like to drive it in. It's hard to be disciplined enough to do that, to save your tires for the long run. But yeah, that the high line definitely gets you a good run.
Well, if I was going to do it, I'd have to back off at the start finish line and back off halfway down the back stretch in order to pull that off.
Yeah, it takes some practice, but once you get it down, it's nice to have that kind of strategy. You can always move to the high line if those guys are all running on the bottom, and it's hard to find speed wherever somebody's not, because wherever everybody is, that's the fast line. So when you can find speed up there, it's pretty nice.
Well, we do appreciate watching your race, brother, and you keep your head up. You had a really solid finish, and we'll see you next week at Phoenix. And then we'll see you back here again in this series for Martinsville. You are planning on running Martinsville, right?
I don't know. We'll see. For sure, be running in Grand Nationals. Um, I like to use these series to get a little bit of laps in, But when you get to the trucks, it's being on a Wednesday. It's later, so you already ran the tracks for the Cup and Grand Nationals. So it's more for fun and just trying to see if I can get some wins. But we'll see.
That's a big 10-4, brother. You have a good night now, all right?
All right, thanks you guys as well, and it's fun race.
It was definitely fun watching those guys out there run. What do you guys say we grab Bradley real quick? If he's
Freeman?
still, if he's still in here. We'll see if we can get Bradley and Zachary, and then maybe a couple randoms, and then wrap it up. Hey Bradley, this is Dan in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Hey man, pretty fun watching you out there battling 3-wided sometimes. How'd it feel running out there? What is the track doing for you?
It actually felt pretty good. I was trying to conserve tires most of the race, and the fall off wasn't too bad. Just tried to maintain position and just get what I can on the track. But yeah, it felt pretty good.
Well, you look pretty good, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, give a shout out to my race team, Hammer Down Racing. Give a shout out to you guys for putting this on. It's been a lot of fun, and I just look forward to continuing doing some more racing.
Are you looking forward to Martinsville, or are you a
Well,
little afraid of those short tracks?
The short tracks, I'm not 100% sure about the short tracks yet. Be honest with you, this will be my first race at Martinsville, so uh, that's going to be interesting. I'm definitely going to try to get some practice in beforehand, but hoping I can have a pretty good. Well, just hopefully I can just finish. That's gonna be my goal.
Well, you got 10 days to get some practice in for Martinsville, so I suggest you take all this time that you can and get it all the practice you can.
Oh yeah, yep. That's gonna be the plan.
All right, brother.
Appreciate it.
Have a
Yes,
great
sir.
night, Bradley.
Thank you.
Anyone got Zach? I see him. I grab him.
There. All right, Zach Smith, it's Taylor in the booth. Can you hear me?
What's up? What's up?
Well, started middle of the field and came away from the top 5. Tell me about your night.
I was gonna try and put down a fast qualifying time, but I messed up my 3 and 4, so it kind of put me mid pack. But I did a lot of racing on this track this past week, so I wasn't too worried about climbing through the field.
How'd the track feel out there tonight?
I raced Grand Nationals, and compared to Grand Nationals, it's had a lot more grip. It was late. Track was cooler. The truck seemed to suck up to the ground a little bit better than the Grand National cars, but
Was it at all aero sensitive out there, running behind people, or were you getting a little bit of an aero advantage? What would you say?
I'd say a little bit of an aero advantage. It's like kind of like a super speedway type thing, but I didn't notice too much of a difference. I'm glad I finished top 5. Had 2 somewhat bad races. Got dumped at Daytona early, lap 27, and then finished 15th last week.
Top
Well,
5
top
here.
5. Yeah, top 5 is not that bad after those 2 catastrophes, if you want.
Nope, not in the least bit.
What are you thinking going into Martinsville? How do you think you're going to be able to handle Martinsville? Have you raced there
I'm gonna
before?
use these 2 weeks to practice, because I'm gonna struggle there. That's probably what's gonna happen.
I just might have to run the trucks and show y'all how to do it.
Come on out, man. Fun.
No, hell no. I know that.
Oh, come on, David. We'll keep an eye on you in the booth.
Yeah, you'll show me. You'll show me going off into turn 1 and drilling turn 1 and 2.
So you're gonna Kyle Petty it if you go in the trucks?
I pull a Adam Petty.
Oh, ouch. Zach, you got any shout outs you want to give before we let you go tonight?
Just a team hammer down. My buddy Brad finished above me. Hard racing at the end. You guys are putting on an awesome broadcast, and Winona Road for sponsoring this event.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Zach. It was nice watching you guys go out there and run. We'll see you at Martinsville. Have a wonderful night.
You guys too.
I'm going to pull in Jeremy Hebel. Hey, Jeremy Hebel, it's Taylor. Do you hear me? Well, you couldn't quite make it 3 in a row, but solid top 10, and you maintain your points lead.
Day you can drive it on pit road at the end of the race is a good day. So I'll take that definitely after having a very good start to the season.
You're looking forward to Martinsville in 3 weeks because it's going to be quite a challenge.
Yeah, I grew up on the short track, so that's what I kind of like. But it'll be interesting to see what kind of race we have and with all the talent we got here.
Well, you did a really awesome job tonight, and at some point I thought you was going to win the race, but you had that little mishap with Lehman. Talk us through that one.
Yeah, I had already kind of put myself behind the 8-ball, the caution before that. Right before it came out, I came off the tri-oval a little bit too hard and ended up putting the right side into the wall. So I had a little bit of damage of that and didn't get it all fixed on pit road. So I kind of fell backwards there on that restart. And I know on the longer run, these trucks can push if you're down on the bottom, and try to keep myself out of those situations. But it's racing, and things like that are going to happen.
Yes, sir. It sure will.
Well,
you got anybody?
You came in the points lead, Jeremy. So I don't really think tonight was too bad to drop you out, though. I don't really know how many people ahead of you are racing for points. So hopefully you can walk out of here with the points lead still.
Yeah, it will keep keep going in the right direction. Like I said, winning the first 2 races definitely helps you out in the whole point situation. But I still want to try to do my best and try to get the truck in victory lane as much as I can.
10
Well, you
Ford.
did get the extra bonus points for winning the race. You got the bonus points one time, I know for sure, for not having an incident. So I think you're probably going to be secure with holding your spot there tonight.
Any shout outs you want to give out, Jeremy?
You guys putting on a great broadcast. DRL for putting together a great league. Everybody that raced here with tonight, great talent. It was a fun race, and looking forward to Martinsville.
Excellent. We're looking forward to watching all you guys run Martinsville. It's gonna be a wild night.
It sure will be.
All right, Jeremy. Have a great night.
Thanks, you too.
Yeah, he should maintain his points lead. He came in with, I believe, 19 points advantage over the rest of the field. Plus, he led a lap tonight, and he finished with a 0x, so he should still maintain the point lead after tonight, I would think.
So he's still got a 0x after smashing the wall and then making contact with Lehman?
That's what it says on the screen here.
Wow.
0x.
Somebody got super lucky there. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Hey, out of all the drivers we interviewed, he's the only one that's looking forward to Martinsville.
Yeah, that's kind of like what you hear in guys in real life when the Talladega race is coming up.
Man, I don't know how many people in real life look forward to Talladega, though. It's kind of,
that's what I mean. Like, you guys are like, oh, man, I hope just get through it and just get it over with.
Right. Let me go ahead and pull up the unofficial results here. I got to get rid of current driver info. Unofficial. Get back to first. Uh-oh. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
All right, go ahead and run us through the top 10 there, and then we'll switch out every 10.
I can't run out. I'm not on the screen, brother.
Well, Wade Hustad's our winner tonight. Marcus Ruckman, our pole sitter and winner from Grand National Race on Monday in second. Clay Phillips in third. Bradley Freeman in fourth. And Zach Smith fifth. Kenneth Lehman in sixth. Jeremy Hebel, our point leader, finished seventh. Marvin Wingfield came home eighth after starting 27th. Dustin Eichard with a ninth place finish, and Chris James 10th.
Next we have 11th Matt Kleinschmidt, 12th Kip Galloway, 13th Tater Bowman, 14th Ryan Branch, 15th James Pandolf, 16th Richard Springer, 17th Brandon Red, 18th Jeffrey Meyer, 19th Sly Jackson, and 20th Cody Gatsky.
21st Casey Drake, William Wingfield 22nd, 23rd Robert Armstrong, Bob Cunningham 24th, Mike Lemon after that late race contact with Clay Phillips was relegated to a 25th place finish. Dakota Wilkins 26th, Martin Wenzel had a tough night, finished 27th, Spencer Tart 28th, Eric Weatherholtz 29th, Chris Jordan Jr. 30th.
And then we have 31st Andrew Marsh, and rounding out the field in 32nd Mitchell Briggs. It was pretty fun watching this race tonight.
It was a lot what I expected.
Yeah,
right.
And we only had 4 yellows, right? Or was it 3?
I think it was 3.
I think it was 3.
One over what we thought. So that's not a bad race at all.
Next race of the DRL Winona Road Truck Series will be at Martinsville on Wednesday, March 28th at 9:30. Looks like they're going to be running 125 laps there.
Wow.
That's going to be
a 65-mile race. Yep. It'll be me and Taylor in the booth, possibly with David. Although we might try to talk David in the run in Martinsville just to see what he can do. We're gonna have to get him in the car and like shoehorn him down there and force him to drive the car. I don't know, but
I tell you what, if I get a top 10 at Martinsville in the Cup car, I'll run the trucks. How's that?
There you go.
All right.
I'll hold you to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold you to it too. Next broadcast we're looking
At
at
least you got a few weeks to practice.
looks like
Yeah, I
we're
love Martinsville and Bristol both.
gonna be going to ISM Raceway, otherwise known as Phoenix. Um, it's not in Las Vegas, but it'll be Monday, March 12th, 9:30, 100 lap race in the Grand National Series. That'll be David Wellborn and Chris James. Anything else you guys want to add tonight before we roll credits and pack it up?
No, I really enjoyed the race. I still had some technical issues on my end, but all in all, for the caliber of drivers that we had and just the three yellows, I still say it was one of the best races that we've put on here for the Winona Truck Series, Winona Road Truck Series, and I'm looking forward to watching Martinsville. Unless y'all actually hold me to the top 10, and if I get the top 10, I guess I'll put myself inside my truck and take a couple laps around there. And if I lose out, I can always join you in the booth.
Yeah, 10-4. We definitely want to see you finish in the top 10 in the Cup Series. You've been a little rough in there, and then yeah, we're gonna definitely hold you to that Truck Series if you finish top 10. We're gonna make sure everyone here remembers it that's watching too.
Well, the thing about it is with the Cup Series, I'm not fast. You will definitely not see me on the pole, but just for some reason, I can keep my car up underneath me at Martinsville and at Bristol both. I don't know. I really enjoy those two tracks in the Cup cars. I'm not a short track road driver at all, but those two tracks I really have a lot of fun at.
Taylor, you gonna have a good race next week at Phoenix? You looking forward to that?
Well, I'm hoping so. I've been improving on my finishes past few weeks. I was 25th at Daytona, 21st, I believe, at Atlanta, and 14th the other on Monday night. So if that trend continues, hopefully be in the top 10 or even more than that.
Right. I wish you guys the best of luck in the next coming races. We're gonna go ahead and roll credits and bid everyone a farewell.
All right, sounds good.
Oh,
Good night and God bless.
looks like we'd like to thank James Pandoff and Tater Bowman for owning and operating such a wonderful league. It's definitely a league of gentlemen. Finances handled by Tater Bowman. We gotta thank the two guys that make everything possible with the graphics and the technical side, which would be Martin Wenzel and Jordan Gonzalez. Both of them, hats off to you guys. You do excellent with all this stuff. Broadcasters Ryan Branch and Martin Wenzel for the Cup Series. We have David Wellborn and Chris James broadcasting the Monday night Northeast Ohio Ghostbusters Grand National Series. And then we have myself and Taylor Butcher Bowman, Taylor, broadcasting tonight on Wednesdays. And then we'd like to thank our administrators, Tater Bowman, Ryan Branch, Martin Wenzel, Jordan Gonzalez, Josh Coppernell, James Pandoff, Mitchell Briggs, David Wellborn Jr., and Blake Griffith. Hats off to the admins that make tough calls sometimes on the fly. In the Fastlane Cup Series, it's Tater Bowman. In the Northeast Ohio Ghostbusters Grand National Series, it's myself. And tonight for the Winona Road Truck Series, it was Ryan Branch. So, with that, guys, I wish you the best night, good week, and we'll see you Monday.
All right, sounds good.